Hello there and welcome. So I wanted to do a reading. Um, if you're an elder millennial like myself, or you know, we're like maybe a teenager in the like early 2000s, late 90s, I guess, then you will remember Mr. Steve Irwin and the tragedy. Like I know as millennials we went through 9/11 and Columbine and all of that stuff, and those were horrible, horrible tragedies. So I really don't want you to feel like I'm taking that lightly, but I also feel like the unexpected passing of Steve Irwin and how he passed was a little traumatic for us. Not to discount any other major tragedies, but it's definitely something that we still talk about, and his family is still in the spotlight somewhat. He has Bindi Irwin, and oh, I forget what his son's name is, but he had a little boy too, and they were both very young. But Bindi Irwin is expecting, and like I literally cried, and I think I posted on Facebook when they announced the pregnancy. I was like, oh my gosh, how many people think maybe the spirit of Steve Irwin will be coming back as Bindi's child. So yeah, I'm really excited. I wanted to make sure she hadn't already had the baby before I did this reading, so I did do a little Googling, and then when I do these readings, I don't like to do any research beforehand just because I don't want it to skew things. So I did this and then I waited a few days. What I found out and what I remember was she, I believe, is due next month in March, possibly. And I believe the baby is a girl, if I'm not mistaken. So what I want to look at, I'm not going to be doing a spirit reading to contact Steve Irwin. If you would like to see that, comment and let me know, because it is something I would definitely want to do. So if that's something that you would watch, just let me know in the comments and I will totally do that. I might do it even if nobody wants me to. I might still do it because I do what I want, because I'm like that. But anyways, so what I wanted to do is like just kind of throw some cards and see what how the baby will be. I guess not necessarily. I don't want to sound like I'm like doing a reading on somebody without their consent, an innocent baby. Gosh, I'm really sounding like a horrible person in this one, or at least feeling like I am. But what kind of a life will this baby have, and how will that baby be connected to Steve Irwin in the physical life? And let's do a reading on the Irwin family, particularly the newest Irwin that is coming. All right, so here we go. Spirit started it for me. Let's see. Let's do a past, present, future. Okay, I feel like we're going more the route of Bindi Irwin. I don't know what her married last name is, but I feel like we're more reading on her energy at this point. So past, present, yeah, waiting for the arrival. Oh, yes, mama vibes, yeah. Okay, and the future. Very interesting. Okay, so obviously some turmoil here with the passing. She lost her father, but she is still like really doing her thing. I'm probably moving those off screen, but I'll move them around again. Let's move these down just so we can see the top. She's really come into her own recently. Obviously, the queen has that motherly vibe, but she was very young when he passed. So, when a really young child loses a parent, it is hard, but they get kind of used to the way of life without them a little bit longer than an adult would. So I feel like it was hard, but it was still it didn't impede her from moving into her own power. It didn't slow her down in any type of way. And I feel like the Page of Wands is kind of like her husband kind of coming in. I don't know what his name is either. Kind of coming in and combining with her. I feel like he helps her feel powerful. You know what I mean? Like being with him kind of helps her feel powerful. But I do see her having come into her own. I'm getting the flowering thing from the flowers, like blossoming or whatever that is. Like she has bloomed into a powerful woman, working with animals as the Irwins do. But yeah, I feel like there was some a little bit of a battle that she had to deal with to get to that point, without having a father in her life. But I feel like she did very well, and I feel like that, that the man in her life helps her with that. So I kind of really feel like he is um he is really good for her. I feel like at this point, I'm not doing a relationship reading on them, but currently he is very, I feel like, helpful to her, in embracing her path. Okay, so current situation. We're awaiting an arrival. We're waiting for the baby. She's, I feel like, getting really in tune with her body, with her intuition. Of course, I hate saying stuff like that when it comes, like, it's so cliche, the high priestess and intuition, but I really like the feel of this deck. It's more of like divine wisdom. It's more of the knowledge that is contained within that feminine energy. But currently I do see her like struggling a little bit. It could be because she is about to give birth and maybe could be stressing a little bit. This also is, this could be like nesting to me. She may be in a nesting period for preparing to give birth. But I feel like her focus right now is that, tuning into herself and tuning into her body, and preparing for that arrival. This is like a tribal woman gathering. So I really do get the nesting vibes off of that. Yes, it's kind of a burdensome load, but I'm not really getting with the High Priestess and the Three of Wands here that is a burdensome load. It's just she's gathering, she's preparing, but she's handling it. She's handling a lot right now, in preparing for that birth. Also, the real feminine energy here, could be related to the baby. It's herself, because I believe I read that the baby was female. I could be wrong, but that's kind of where I feel like she's at right now in preparing. She's awaiting arrival, kind of not really, in a stressful way, but is preparing, and is working toward, gathering, getting all of the things that she needs, preparing, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I feel like spiritually as well. I don't know. I didn't really look into any of her, like, their spiritual beliefs or anything like that, but this could be her getting into her spiritual path, possibly. And then for the future, we have Justice, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. And, ooh, you know what else? Her mom might be helping her. I also get that there. Her mom might be helping her too. But okay, so for the future, Justice, I really feel like relates to what I said earlier about, me posting on Facebook, when Bindi's pregnancy was announced, that, like, I really feel like possibly, like, Steve Irwin's spirit will be this child, like that's his next life or something. They're also, like, not to get super, like, how spirit bodies work and all that, but, like, I feel like there are branches. This is my understanding of how it works, is you know, one main spirit can branch into other beings, and I, you know, like I feel like maybe that's where there's like a mix up as far as like twin flames and that sort of thing that people talk about. Like I feel like, you know, he could have come back as someone else, but I feel like this may be related to his spirit, and I feel like that's what this justice is that fairness. His life was taken too early, and now that family gets to feel that joy again. um that made me so happy in my heart right now. Like I got like the coolest feeling of like you're like that chef's kiss on point kind of feeling. So I feel like I definitely got that right. It's that balance of like the grief and loss that they felt when they lost him. They're getting that joy back that maybe still was missing. From the past, bringing that all kind of full circle is like kind of what I heard. King of Wands, that could be Steve Irwin. Look at the lizard. Oh my god, you guys, I can't make this shit up. I totally just like spittled on my card. Ugh, how dare I, guys? See that lizard right there? Now that could very like the king of the like the animal kingdom, or the king of the reptiles. Then we have this sunflower come in again from here as well. I feel like this is saying very much, very clearly that Steve Irwin definitely is part of this baby's life, is definitely part. Oh, okay, that's what I just got. He like had something to do with either the meeting of Bindi and her husband, or the baby part, or you know, like that kind of sounds kind of wrong, but he brought them together to create this life. I feel like he seriously, the spirit of Steve Irwin, had something to do, or some investment in bringing them together to create this life. And I feel like this is representing the baby. I feel like obviously the baby is going to be born, um but I feel like this is like she is going to be like the little, pretty sure they said it was a daughter. I like, if I'm totally wrong, then I'm wrong. That happens, but like they can be wrong doing an ultrasound too. But I feel like this represents the baby that is coming, that she will, that, you know, the birth of the child. The queen is that fruitful, fertile energy again here. So, and we have all of these animals. Look at, like, I look at the little bunny. There's a little bunny, and then we have the deer back here. And you know, I just feel like that totally will, this card is the embodiment of that new child and the birth of the child. And the earth energy, she's going to be very in tune with the animal kingdom. And this woman is dressed beautifully. When I got this deck, I also got, like, as part of the Kickstarter, like a 5x7 card, and this is the card that I got, and it's displayed proudly in my living room because this is gorgeous. And just like the energy that comes off, I feel like that was like the perfect card for me to get as the large bonus card. Just that whole wholesome, grounded, not afraid of anything. That this child is going to be not afraid of like anything. This child is going to do great things in the world, guided, okay, guided by her grandfather, Steve Irwin. That's what I kind of get here. I feel like he will be her guide. Do they not look like they could be related in some way here? I'm just saying. That could totally be her father, or grandfather. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that she is going to do very well for herself. She is going to be fearless, but grounded and kind. And I do feel like Steve Irwin is going to be guiding her from Spirit. So yeah, that's what I got. I'm super happy for the Irwin family to welcome this new bundle of joy. I'm looking forward to seeing the similarities between her and Steve Irwin and Bindi even. Like she was on the show with them all the time with it, like in there with the animals and everything. So I'm super excited for the family. Congratulations. And if you want to see more like this, let me know. If I got anything wrong, let me know in the comments, or like if you know something that I was not sure of, let me know in the comments. I'm here for like practice and validation and that sort of thing. So I really love the feedback that you guys give me. But yeah, if you want me to do a spirit reading and see if we can contact Steve Irwin with my spirit deck, I will 100% do that. I might just do it even if you don't ask, but like if you want me to, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much. And if you're feeling the vibe, don't forget to subscribe. And I'm going to use that until I learn if somebody else has already used it, and then I will let them keep it. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.